Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see from the title of this video, it's another story time. Please do not forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's get straight into it. I don't know what I'm going to name this video, but this happened when I was in school. So when I was in school, I used to do like jobs, modeling jobs, ushering jobs, to get like extra bucks. Yo, so back then, it's just like the way influencers sometimes have influencers parties and they like come together to hang out. So sometimes there was stuff like that where people organize like models hangout, and most times it's gonna be like in a lounge or in a club or somewhere that's like bustling basically. And the essence of it is so that people ballers want to come like, oh, I want to see some cute models, and they're going to buy drinks and all that stuff. While we, the models, on the other hand, we get to meet other people. From there, you can get to meet friends that will hook you up with like other modeling jobs. You guys will hit yourselves up for auditions. Basically networking. That was the major attraction for going to these parties, and also you get to have fun. So I used to get invited to some of these parties, but I never go alone. I always go with my friends so that we can have fun together, right? Plus, we're in same school, our hostels were closed, so we just basically get to work together. All right, so I'm going to name my friend because I want to keep her confidential, yo. So I'm going to name her Tracy. I'm going to call her Tracy. I'm going to call this particular guy that invited me for the models hangout. I'm going to call him idiot. Yeah, because he's an absolute idiot. I'm just going to call him idiot. So idiot messaged me. I think then we're still using BBM. So BlackBerry Messenger. So he chatted me up like, oh, they have this models hangout, blah blah blah. Turn up. I said, okay, cool. So I invited my friend Tracy, and I was like, we need to get together, blah 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 blah. The guy said he was going to send cabs to come pick us up and all that. Everything is covered. We just need to show up, and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. So that day came. I put on like, I think I was wearing leggings, one cute leggings, I think white and black. It was really cute. And I was putting on a crop top to go with it. Then black heels. We were looking cute or whatever, so we left. And mind you, the venue for this party was at Two Face Club, Rumors. Yeah, it was at Rumors in Festac. So when went for the party, when we got there, the place wasn't really bubbling. It was kind of dry, so I could kind of understand why they wanted to bring models, so that probably to bring some kind of traffic to the place. So when we got there, it was kind of dry, but it was my friend. We just gisting or whatever. We always have stuff to gist about. Anyways, they brought drinks for us. So when we go for these parties, drinks, everything we have is free. Like we are basically being hosted so that they too can get people to come around. So we're just chilling. Later, some celebs started coming into the club bit by bit. People started coming alive small, small. So as we're having fun, the guy later came to me, idiot came to me. I was like, oh, please can I come to the VIP, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, most times when we're invited to these parties, because sometimes it's paid appearances, right? The essence of it all is just to get ballers to buy drinks. Because most times when they see pretty girls, like models, they want to impress, they want to pop, it's kind of things. So Idia came to me and was like, oh, please, that there's some people in the VIP, that can I just go to the VIP, how it works. So that, when they see me, they'll be impressed. They want to like impress me, they'll buy drinks and all that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I went upstairs, but it was just me. I was like, I can't take on my friend Tracy. I was like, no, it was just me that they needed upstairs. That Tracy can stay downstairs and, you know, also get people downstairs to buy drinks. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, Tracy, I'll be right back. She said, fine. I went upstairs and I met like a group of people that were there. I guessed immediately that those were the ballers that they wanted to motivate to ball. So when I got there, hi, how you guys doing? Fine, okay, okay, blah blah blah. So they're like, oh, you're really pretty, you're hot, blah blah. I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I think there were like two other ladies there with them. So me, I know how to be cordial with everybody. I don't have any issue. It's just for me to be friendly. Oh, hi, I hope you guys are having fun. Blah blah blah. So as I was there, the man was like, "Oh, what do you drink?" So already, the idiot had already told me that they're looking forward to people buying drinks like Moet, all those drinks. Ace of Space. I think those were the drinks that were like, expensive then. I was like, okay, I take Moet. That's that. I only drink champagne. I said, oh, okay, cool. Next thing, this one's ordering like, I don't know, like 5 bottles at once. Like, Dorime was just flying up and down. Then it wasn't Dorime. I don't even know what it was then. But, like those things they would do at the club, like, boom, boom, those Undertaker sound was just flying over the place. And he was just, balling, popping shit. And the whole place was lit. Then the DJ like started coming alive. And I was dancing. Like, what you mean? Like, I was having fun you know. But me, whenever I go out like this, I'm in my senses. I know what I'm doing. Like, if you like buy 50 bottles, I know I'm taking a glass, max 2 glasses, and I pause. What I'm going to be doing from there on is dance that before you know it, I'm gone. Because I don't want to go there over drink. By the time I'm all tipsy or I don't know what I'm doing, someone gets to take advantage of me. I knew that was like number one rule, right? So the mom was like, "Oh, drink. Do you want mom?" Like, "Oh, no, I'm good. Like, this number of bottles is fine." The guys that came with him, like the people that are around him, they were gunning those bottles down. Like, I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm good." We're just, having fun, dancing or whatever. The man was actually a cool man, very chilled. So I was calling him sir and all that, like, "Oh, sir, I'm good. I'm fine." Like, "Oh, don't call me sir. Oh my God, you're so polite, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, okay. So later, I had to like leave. Obviously, I had a friend downstairs, and this an hour or more have passed already. I've sat with them, chilled with them, we've drank, we've danced. I mean, mission accomplished. They bought the drinks, right? So I've helped Idiot make his party pop. People are buying drinks. So I had to go back downstairs to check on my girlfriend. So I get there and I get downstairs and Tracy is drunk. Like Tracy is dead as drunk. I'm talking, she is throwing up. Like she was rushing to the bathroom, she was throwing up. I'm like, Jesus. She's like, oh my God, I think I've drunk past my limit. Like as you left, I was bored. Like, so I was just sipping on my drink and drinking. I didn't even know when I got so tipsy. And then she mixed like two different drinks, one of which was really strong. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, we've got to leave. Like, we have to leave because you're clearly drunk already. I don't want you to embarrass yourself here. So, just like wash your face, let's go. I went to go and meet Idiot and I'm like, oh, Idiot, we have to leave. Like, Idiot, we have to leave. Like, my friend is already really, really drunk. She's throwing up. She's not feeling good at all. Um, we'll see some other time. Basically, we have to leave. So I'm like, so where's our cab? We need to go back to school. And I just noticed that Idiot was acting all, funny. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? So there's another girl that was working at the club. We're going to call her, what am I going to call her? Anyway, let's just call her waitress because I don't even know what name to give her. So waitress was the one who told Idiot that the guys upstairs were like fancying me and looking at me. So before Idiot came to tell me that, can I go upstairs to motivate people to buy drinks? Now, I don't know what waitress told Idiot. I just know that I saw them talk before Idiot later came to meet me to go upstairs. So when it was time for me, I wanted to go and waitress and Idiot, they started, whispering stuff to each other. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but Idiot, where is our cab? We need to leave. Tracy isn't feeling good. We need to leave. Next thing, as I step out, because we had to leave, I'm like, we're in the compound. Because at that point, I was getting irritated. Like, if Idiot is not going to provide a cab, I'm going to take a cab and go to school myself. So, I mean, duh. Next thing I see the man that was upstairs with, the man that bought all the drinks, he came downstairs and he was having like conversations with waitress. Like, he was telling her something and he was kind of like a bit pissed off. I was really confused. Like, What's going on? Next thing, waitress comes to meet me and she's like, "Oh, am I leaving already?" That actually what happened is she an idiot already spoke to the man that bought drinks. The man said that he likes me and he wanted to take me home, and they already agreed he was going to pay me 50K. So and also that's why he bought all the drinks. That the agreement was he'll buy enough drinks and then he'll take me home. He's going to give me 50K. And so that's why there's kind of like a misunderstanding because the man is like upset that I'm saying I want to leave. I'm like, what? What? And I'm looking at Ida because I don't have any business with waitress. I don't know waitress. I just saw her there. So I'm like, what? I'm looking at Ida. I'm like, I know you didn't just auction me. Like, I know that this nigga, this motherfucker, did not just auction me. He didn't just put me on a slab, like, got me there. You're coming to price and say, oh, I want this part. I want the lap. I want the full go. Like, what? And I'm looking at Ida. I'm like, what's she talking about? And he's like, yeah, I mean, the money is good. Like, he's gonna give me 50K, like, and that's why he bought the drum. Like, look, it's this not my listen, if you bought the whole bar, it's not my business. I came here for an appearance. I did not tell you I do hookup. Like the fuck? Like I felt like punching this nigga. Like, what? I told them that, you know what? Listen, I don't know what agreement y'all had with this man. And quite frankly, I don't blame the man because he doesn't even know. He probably just assumed that, oh, these models, they are not just here for appearances, they're also here to sell some coochie. But like, like what? Like, what? I was like, wait, hold on. So you think it's okay for you to auction me or to make bargains based on my private part without telling me? Like, yo, be this man be disrespectful. I was very confused. Like, and all the while, I was also thinking about Tracy because Tracy was dead as drunk. So now I don't have just myself to like, take care of at that point in time. I have Tracy to make sure we both get back to school well because as she was there, they could use Tracy for as soon as she won't be able to do nothing because this girl was dead as drunk. I'm like, I'm in trouble. The man then realizes, because when I was really pissed off and charging at idiot, he realizes that, wait, look, it's like this girl doesn't even know what's going on. This girl clearly isn't into this hookup thingy. So clearly, I was played, and the girl too was played. So the man then charges our waitress, like, you didn't have to do like that. Like, clearly, this girl is innocent. She doesn't even know what's going on. You fooled me, you fooled her, like, blah, 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 blah. He then walks up to me and he apologizes and is like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought, because they told me that if I bought drinks, I could go home with you and I offered to pay 50K and they were like, it's fine. I didn't know that, you just came for an appearance, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sorry, I'm not mad at you, but I just need to go. Like, I need to go. Like, this conversation is over. Like, I was fuming. Like, the stupid idiot guy who the agreement was he's going to make sure we get there safe in the cab, get back to school in the cab, safe, we'll have fun, nothing. He was now trying to play funny. He was now like, so the man was like, oh, he's really sorry. He's leaving. He was also mad, like obviously, like because it was it was very weird. Like, why would you tell him buy drinks, you go with this lady, and it was all a lie. So he was upset too. So he was like, oh, he's leaving. So it was like, oh, he can drop my friend. And I'm like, no, sir. Like, no, sir. Thank you, but no. So he was like, no, that he's not. He promises he's not trying to do nothing. He already understands the situation. He knows that we're not into this. He can see that my friend is really, drunk and whatever. We need to leave. That we shouldn't be afraid. We should go with him. I don't know, yo. I was bold then because in retrospect, man, I was I took a risk, but we followed him and we left. And while we're about to leave, yo, this is the part that absolutely bust my brain. This useless and shameless idiot was coming behind me like, give us Tifa, give us Tifa. I'm like, what? Because there were other models that came. They later came, but they came in a separate car from Chelsea and I. And he was like, he needs to take the girls back to to school or to wherever they were coming from, and they needed tiffy, and he was hoping that when I get my 50K, I'll give him a cut, and that's what's going to use to pay their tiffy. I'm like, are you mad? I'm like, are you bonkers? Like, what 50K? Like, I told you, I don't do hookup. Like, I am not doing shit with this man. And clearly there's no 50K. This man should literally arrest you guys for making him buy Moet, God knows how many bottles, only for it to be a scam. And you will still ask, are you mad? Like, are you stupid? Like, I was so upset. I just walked away. And that was also one of the reasons I followed the guy, because I just needed to leave the environment. And it was taking time to get a cab. I was so mad. So the man like drove us, he like drove away with us and everything. To clarify, we left the club area, but we didn't go back to school straight up. We went to get some food and we spoke, but he didn't take us back to school. And he kept apologizing and everything. And then later on, he actually gave my friend and I like cab money. He gave us cab money, and he was like, "Oh, you should get to school safe and everything." He even had wine in his car, in his boat. I think he was into like wine business. I don't know, because he had some exotic wines in his car. He gave me one, and then he was like, "We should get back to school safe, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "All right." He gave me his card. And if I ever decide I wanted to call him, I should call him. No, I tossed the card. Like, thank you, whatever. And that's how Tracy and I will go back to school safely. Y'all won't believe, yo. Like, you will not believe. Like, later that day, or this happened. Obviously, it was the club, so it was late. It was late at night, right? Slash early morning. Like, we're talking 3 a.m. ish. So later that day, say around 5 p.m., I get a ping from Idiot, and Idiot is like, when am I going to send him his cut? I'm like, what are you talking about? What cut? It's like, yo, that he knows that I later collected the 50K, that as we left together, he's sure that things went down. He's the one who got me the deal. I should give him his cut. At least, I remember they were saying like 20% of how many percent. I can't remember what I was talking about. I'm like, nigga, listen, if your work is pimping out girls, you met the wrong one. You met the wrong one. I was so mad. Like, I told him, listen, if you ever try me up again, we are going to have problems. Like, you are so shameless. You're asking me for a cut. You auctioned me, literally auctioned me without my permission, like a whole ass human being. You gave me up for sale without even consulting me. You just, in fact, like, look, I was so mad. Like, this nigga was just chatting shit. Like, I never know the next opportunity is going to bring for me. But I'm like, this nigga is delusional. Like, this guy is delusional. Like, you are crazy. Like, you're on some colo shit. Like, I just blocked that nigga. Like, that was the end of it. Like, yo, man, back then when I was doing like all this modeling and stuff, like, I have so many stories from there because it's wild. Listen, honestly, it was like some exposure that I had was great. Sometimes it was fun. I made some extra bucks from, you know, jobs here and there. But like, if you have to do like all this modeling and all that, you have to like stand your feet on the ground, because if not, they're going to be passed around. Like, these people and shit. Like, everybody wants to take advantage of you. Like, if you're not careful, you just find yourself moving from one bed to the other. It's nasty. Like, I don't know. I don't think I don't think I recommend, like, because if you don't stand your feet on the ground, if you're desperate, because most times what happens is a lot of girls are like really desperate. Like, I could just like jump from one any Tom Dick and Harry just because, like, 50K, fine. Back then 50K was kind of money, but like, even at that, like, the money will still finish. Are you joking? So when the 50K finish, what happened? You jump to the next one, and then the next one, oh my god. Then you become community person. Oh Jesus, no way. Like, anyways, y'all, let me know if this kind of thing has ever happened to you. I have so many story times from my modeling life. It's wild. But yeah, this is the end of my video. Hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.